Astrocyte Verse is another exotic that changed this season, and it was one I was really excited for. So if you don't know the way this works, it has the exotic perk Move to Survive, blink further and more frequently, weapons readies quickly, out of blink, and radar remains up, provides a moderate benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. So obviously this doesn't seem much of a PvE based exotic, it's based heavily around improving that blink, making your weapons ready quicker, and even improving your airborne effectiveness stat. Now obviously all those can help out in PvE, but obviously that's not going to compare to other things like ability regen or damage. So in an attempt to try to make this a better overall exotic, they did give it this change. So enemies near you when you blink become volatile. Additionally, when you're using the Nova Warp super, the dark blink ability no longer consumes super energy. On paper, being able to use your jump ability to apply a volatile effect could potentially be pretty strong, and the other part where your dark blink doesn't consume energy even more will give your Nova Warp more uptime for ad clear. So I want to actually start off talking about dark blink since this will be the quicker one to go over. Like it states, it no longer consumes energy when you use it. This is not a reduced amount. This is 100% using no energy at all when you do it. This doesn't provide much of a benefit in PvE in my opinion, because most of the time you're not running Nova Warp in PvE, and you might as well take Nova Bomb, which is a way better super. But if you are a Nova Warp enjoyer and want to use it for ad clear, this will give you more bang for your buck if you do need to get from area to area. Also on top of it all, it kind of just sounds really cool when you're spamming it. But now let's take a look at the other part where when you blink nearby enemies, you will make them volatile. Now this honestly is a pretty generous range. You just have to be kind of near an enemy and it will definitely apply a volatile effect. With it being your jump ability, that means you do have unlimited charges of this. Although with blink, it does have a small internal cooldown. You can get 2 blinks off back to back successfully, but then you have to wait a little time for it to fully recharge so you can use another blink. Obviously, this small little cooldown is nothing compared to your other ability cooldowns, so you can kind of just view it as a way of having permanent volatile whenever you need it. Even though this is a very cool concept, is it actually practical to use this over other exotics we have in the sandbox? So in my ability of using this, the fun factor is definitely at an all-time high, and what's really cool is that you can actually use it with things like Sunshot or any other weapon that can explode enemies, and then you're going to have void explosions alongside whatever other element that you are running. In this case, obviously with Sunshot, you're going to be doing void and solar, and you can pretty much blow up entire rooms. In lower tier content, this is extremely fun, but the main problem is in lower tier content, your Sunshot can kind of already do most of this work on its own. You don't need the extra volatile to kill these extra enemies. So in my efforts of trying to take this into higher tier content, it definitely did not end up working out too well. Sure, being able to blink past the enemy and apply volatile, turn around and shoot them for some extra little damage is nice, but it doesn't provide a whole bunch, in my opinion, to put yourself in danger to blink towards enemy. You have to be near an enemy, then blink to apply the volatile instead of blink it to an enemy to apply that volatile. So in higher end content, this just isn't going to work out as well because things will pretty much kill you instantly if you're beside them, unless you're running the Titan build that I posted on my channel yesterday. Jokes aside, I really don't think this is going to be extremely useful in in-game content, but I definitely still want to try to make it work. So I kind of started thinking, if blinking near enemies and trying to turn around and shoot them is not working, and in lower tier content where you don't really need the extra volatile to kill enemies, that led me to actually try and make this more of a support exotic. What I figured you could do is just kind of blink around the map very quickly, since blink is a very fast movement ability, and just make everything volatile for your teammates. The whole point of this is just to make sure you have an entire room volatile, since it doesn't require any of your cooldowns, again just your jump, and you never really have to worry about shooting anything until you have everything volatile and you can get back to your team. Obviously this is still not going to be the greatest thing, but it is the most effective way I could get it to work. So in conclusion, as fun as this exotic is, I definitely would not recommend it over other void based exotics we have. The brand new exotic fire bonds or even Controverse Hold, I feel like are still going to be your main go-to options, but if you do want to have a more fun route and just jump around and make everything volatile, this is definitely one I would try out. And then low key with the dark blink, if there ever is a jumping puzzle that you're struggling with, you could just pop your super and pretty much fly across the entire map and just skip the entire thing. So I think that's pretty cool, honestly, but obviously that is not strong enough to warrant using this over other things. Even though this didn't become become the ultimate void PvE exotic that I wanted it to be. I think this definitely still does have a place in PvP because having your Dark Blink just not consume energy and even being able to apply Volatile to shotgun rushers, I think if you're a Blink warrior and you are just set on running that over any of the other jumps, this exotic is going to be very strong for you now. Anyways though, that is going to do it all for me. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you all think about the Astrocyte verse change in the comments below. Have you tried this out? Are you going to try it out after watching this video? Are you mainly a PvE player and going to give it a shot, or PvP? Or if you are a Blink god in PvP, let me know what you think of the changes as well. If you all enjoyed this and want to see more content from me, be sure to check out the channel. I've been posting a ton of content with the launch of this season, and I truly appreciate all the support that you all have been showing. Anyways, I wish you all good luck on putting your Astrocyte verse build together if that's something you're gonna do. But thank you all so much for watching this one, and have a great day. Peace.